All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of These Homestead. My name's Derek, and today we're going to be talking about foraging and some of the dangers involved with foraging and some of what you need to do if you're going to be foraging on your property. So come along today and let's go for a walk. Okay, so as you guys seen by the thumbnail on this video, that we're going to be talking about foraging, and mainly we're going to be talking about this plant right here from my property. And I'm trying to catch it with that bee on there so you guys can see it. I just think that's pretty awesome. So we're going to be talking about this plant right here. It's called buglewood, is the uncommon term for it, but this buglewood is very, very beautiful. At least I think it's beautiful. But when you look it up online, I have one of the plant identifier apps, and when I pull it up on that plant identifier app, it talks about buglewood is dangerous for your animals, and it's also dangerous for you. So, judging by just that, you would think, oh, he needs to remove that wood because it's dangerous for animals and it's dangerous for himself. But then you do a little bit more research by checking out some other websites and stuff and actually doing just that plant. That's a different form of it right there. Not quite as tall, not quite as mature yet, but that's a different form of it right there. And when you do more research on it, and you look at some other websites, it doesn't mention anything about it being dangerous for humans. And also some of them don't even mention anything about it being dangerous for animals. So, what do you do in a case like that? Well, my recommendation, there's more of it right there. Not sure if it's the exact same type or not, but as you can see, it's just going out across. I sort of have it all over the place. Not a problem with it. Also have these pretty little flowers right here. I believe those are violets. But as you can see, if we get down close, there's some of that bugleweed all over here. Now a lot of this I keep mowed. The first patch that I showed you guys there, I saw it the last time, so I didn't actually mow it. I actually let it grow. I mowed around it and sort of let it grow, and that's why it's so tall and looking so good. But my recommendation is, though, you need to do a lot of research if you're going to try and forage. Different websites have been telling me different stuff. There was one website, well, actually a couple of different websites, that said that it's actually beneficial for humans. It will help if you have thyroid disease. It will help with your thyroid disease. You take some of the leaves and stuff like that, you steep it in some like tea, and then you drink it. But then you go to some other websites, and it says that you're not supposed to take it internally. You're only supposed to use it externally. I'm pretty sure that anytime you find stuff like this and you're looking for, what do I do? What does it do? Is it beneficial? Don't take the advice of just one website. Make sure you're looking at multiple websites, and if you can, find somebody who knows a good bit about what do I want to say? Who knows a good bit about a, like an herbalist. Look for an herbalist. That's what you want to find. An herbalist that can tell you, is this bugleweed dangerous for me? Or is it safe? And again, you might say, well, if it's dangerous for you, why don't you just remove it? It's dangerous for me, but it's not dangerous for bees. It's not dangerous for hummingbirds. It's not dangerous for a lot of other animals, mainly the bees. And I'm showing you some clips here of some bees pollinating on the bugleweed that we were at over there earlier. So bugleweed can be beneficial. So don't just assume just because it says online that it's a dangerous plant and that it's not good for your animals that you need to remove it. All the areas on my property where I have bugleweed is not anywhere I ever plan on running any animals. And you might say, well, wait, what about wild animals? Well, wild rabbits, wild deer, wild all that stuff, they're all smart. They know that that's not a good plant for them to eat. They won't eat it. The animals that you would need to worry about would be your cows, your pigs. I don't think your chickens would eat it either. I don't think your cows or your pigs would either. I'm pretty sure that they know it's a dangerous plant and I need to leave it alone. So, and if you look right here, this is more of the bugleweed coming up, but this is a different color. If you look at the color on the leaves on this stuff, they're more black and less green. So even though it's bugleweed, still, it's a different color of bugleweed. It's a different variety. It's a different kind. So there's multiple different kinds and stuff out there. And you want to make sure you're doing your research and finding out the different varieties and what's the benefits of that particular variety versus the other particular variety. Do your research. And like I said, I think your best bet is to make sure you're getting with an herbalist and make sure that you know what you're looking at and you know the dangers of it. I can tell you the bugleweed in particular, I did see websites too where it said like if you have diabetes or high blood pressure or stuff like that, then definitely don't take it because it's really dangerous for you. So definitely make sure you get with an herbalist before you start taking and making up some crazy concoction just because you saw it on the internet and you think that it's okay and it's safe. Make sure you're doing your research. Me personally, I'm not ever going to try and take this bugleweed for myself. Supposedly it helps with thyroid, but I'm not going to ever take in any of this bugleweed for myself. But I did want to mention the fact that, like I said, depends on what website you look at. Some say it's good, some say it's bad. I don't know. I'm just telling you, I know it's good for bees. I know it's good for hummingbirds. I have lots of bees and I have lots of hummingbirds and I want to keep it that way. So therefore, as much of that as I can, I leave be. I'm not cutting it down. I'm not trying to remove it from my yard. And just like, here's another crazy wild plant that people spend, I would hate to even think, if you took the whole country, I would say people spend tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars trying to remove it from their yard. This one I know is safe for you and you can have, and that is the dandelion. Why people spend so much money to try and get these dandelions removed from their yard, I know. I don't want that yellow flower in my green grass. Get it? But you know what? It's beneficial to the bees. It's beneficial to you if you have it. I don't see why you would get rid of it, but lots of people do. And hey, that's all for them. It's your yard. You make your choice. You might want to spend the I know I talked to one guy and he said that he spent $600 this year. $600 trying to get rid of the dandelions out of his yard. Why? It's beneficial for bees. You can make jams and jellies out of it. You can make dandelion tea out of it. There's a ton of stuff you can make with dandelion. I don't make any of that stuff with it, but you can. So why get rid of it? Why spend $600 of your hard-earned money just trying to get rid of dandelions? To each their own. You do what you want. Like I said, it's your property. You do what you want. But me personally, I'm not getting rid of it. It can just grow. I'll mow it off, the heads will disappear, and then it'll come back up. Not a big deal. Just make sure you use caution before you start taking stuff that you're finding in the wild. Don't just trust one book. Don't just trust one website. Make sure you're doing your research. Check multiple books, multiple websites. Talk to an herbalist. Sorry, my son-in-law was over here hunting gobblers this morning, and there's a gobbler back here in the back that's just going to town. And I'm laughing because he was over here hunting this morning and it didn't get close enough. He saw it. It just didn't get close enough to him. And I don't think that the microphone is picking up him going to town back there. He's just back there gobbling away. Now it's past time. He can't hunt now, but I know my son-in-law will be back over here in the morning trying again. So, all right, hey, hope you enjoyed this type of content. If you did, hit that like button, click subscribe, share this video with your friend. And if you have any information on bugleweed or dandelions or recipes for any of this stuff, leave them in the comments down below. Let us know what you found on your property that you like to forage for. All right, hey, have a good day. And like I said, do your research, get with an herbalist. All right, have a good day, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.